Welcome to Mix It Up.
Welcome back.
Welcome. We finally here. Welcome to the new Mix It Up, where we discuss a lot of topics amongst friends and family. I am, of course, Jamar Lee, alongside the boy.
I am Sovi D. Great.
And before we get into the man, the myth, the legend, our special co-host, please make sure you follow us on all social media outlets at mixitup.513. Again, mixitup.513. And now let me introduce you to the man, J.A.
Cheers. Woo. They got free beer. Oh, Lord. You know I had to come through.
Thank you so much. So, Jay, since you're here, let's get into the top 5 duo.
Let's do it.
So, I don't have a specific order, but I think Stephen A. put his order as LeBron and AD, Steph and Clay, Kawhi Leonard and PG-13.
Yes, sir.
And then Kevin Durant, and I think the fifth was Russell and Harden.
Okay.
So, Jay, what's your who out of that list?
So, injuries. A couple of them guys got the injury bug.
Mm-hmm.
Let's scratch the injury. So let's act like they
healthy.
They healthy. That's why we can put in Kyrie and Clay and Durant and all them.
The NBA, no one really plays defense, so I got to bump KD and Kyrie to that number 2 spot.
Number 2?
Number 2. Then I like Kawhi, PG at 3.
Okay.
Then I'm going to put Russ and Harden. You know I'm a Westbrook fan.
Let's go!
So I'm going to put Russ and Harden at the 4.
Okay.
And then, who was the other people?
Did you say Steph and Clay?
Steph and Clay.
Steph and Clay, yeah. They got to get knocked down. They didn't lost all their fire. They kind of rebuild, and I think that's the order I would go in.
So mine would go LeBron and AD number 1, Kawhi and PG number 2. I would have to put. I'm gonna go with, just because I'm fans of both of them. A lot of people don't like Harden, but I do. I'm gonna go with Harden and Russ 3, KD and Kyrie 4. And Steph and Clay 5. Steph and Clay 5 just because, like y'all said, I mean, Steph really don't play D. Clay's coming off an injury. We don't know how he's going to be.
But you said he was healthy. You said.
But I'm just saying, like, coming back, like, of course, I mean, they're healthy, but Clay can only shut down so many people. Steph's not going to shut down. He can't shut down any of the other point guards. Who'd I have there for?
Yeah, they pick and roll Steph all the time. Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Harden.
Get him in the bad.
You know what I'm saying? Harden can get any shot he wants, whether if he traveling or not. He getting the shot, going to the free throw line regardless. Russ a triple-double machine. Kawhi and PG, overall best players, 2 best two-way players. Yeah. Offense, defense.
That's
and
true.
AD and LeBron, they best people in the position for the last decade. That's my take on them.
That's true.
They both shoot over 50% from the field, and you know, when you combine their rebounds and assists that they give you, bro, it's gonna be crazy.
It's ugly.
LeBron will come back.
I like your list, but I might have to alter it a little bit. So, my one is obviously Leonard and PG-13.
Ooh.
I know why.
You cannot play ball without defense. You can't. You cannot be a number 1 player without playing defense. The whole purpose of the game is offense and defense, and they transition is so nasty.
Golden State did it quite. I mean, Draymond was their defensive player.
No,
but
Iggy was their defensive player.
Well,
those two.
So they really didn't have like people could still score 100 points on them, but they scoring 114.
Yeah, you can't outshoot them.
Exactly. So like, and they can be down by 20, and they come back with a flurry of 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
in this league, I think offense wins.
I would agree. However, you had Clay, who would have got the best player on the court, and if he couldn't do it, they had to rely on Iguodala.
But that's what I'm saying. When you guarding the best player on the court, and he's still putting 30 points in the basket.
I get it, but if you get a hand in their face, if they averaging 40, 50 points a game, and they go down to 30, and then you got the 2 sharpshooters on the baseline, defense did play a factor.
It will play a factor, but if a guy getting 30.
I don't care.
What's the rest of yours?
I would rather get a guy 30 than 50. So Kawhi and PG, since they're the best transition offensive defense players, tandem, 1. And then I know some people can get mad at me, but I'm gonna have to go with Kyrie.
Oh,
And
I didn't cut my hair. I'm taking my hat off. Oh,
That's two. I'm gonna have to because Durant.
Continue.
He elevates.
Continue.
I'm telling you, they number 2.
Please continue.
They both get to the hole. KD, he can play defense when he want to, and Kyrie has a nose for the ball.
Number 3.
So number 3, I'm gonna have to go with LeBron and AD. LeBron does not play any defense whatsoever. He don't. When was the last time you seen LeBron play defense? 3 years ago.
Okay, he played defense.
He got AD.
He didn't have a choice to play last year.
The last time you seen Bron play defense was 3 years ago.
Nah.
He can't turn it on no more.
He can turn it on.
We'll see.
You're going to see it this year.
I could be wrong. And then I got Steph and Clay for Russ and Harden 5. Because
you know what? I like your list just for the controversy. I like you just for the controversy. I don't agree with you, but I like you for the controversy.
I really think that if you can't play defense, you can't play ball if you can't play defense.
But that was the video about the NBA free agency. Like, it's got you talking. You excited to see what's going to go on.
Yes,
but
sir.
AD and LeBron definitely won.
So let's go ahead to the NFL since the season is almost upon us.
Let's go.
And OBJ, who's always in the news, he's in it again. And I can't knock you for trying. You always got to think that you're the best. But he wants to go ahead and break the GOAT's record, Jerry Rice, of yards.
OBJ, dude?
OBJ.
I'm sorry for touching you, but
OBJ.
He wants to track down the GOAT.
He wants to be on par with the GOAT. 22, almost 23. I think it's 22-9.
Is it close to 23,000 yards?
Yeah, I think it's 22-9.
Okay.
And just Jerry leads in almost every statistical category
besides yards per catch, and that goes
Moss
to
Man
Moss.
got it.
Yes.
And what OBJ sitting at right now?
I think it's 20. I think it's.
So right now he's 26. Yeah.
Let me check. OBJ sitting now is at 5'4".
5,400. I say no. I say no because so much stuff can happen between that amount of yards and 22,000. Like OBJ, he's a superstar, but you got to have the quarterback to throw you the ball. Jerry Rice was blessed. Yeah. He had Montana, Young, so he was blessed.
And Gannon when he went to Oakland.
Yeah, so he was in a great situation.
And he can beat anybody off the ball.
Yeah, OBJ is nice, but I just don't see it happening. I think it's going to be some off the field issues. Injuries could happen. That's a long way because I'm a Randy Moss fan, and Randy Moss didn't get there. He had some off the field issues. He didn't want to play in certain states. But he was in my mind, he's the GOAT. Like, I'm taking him over Jerry Rice any day.
Oh man, you tripping.
Regardless of stats.
Let me mouse you real quick. See what I did there to him? Let me mouse him real quick. I'm gonna take the other stance. I think OBJ can. Because right now at the age of 26, when you compare the two stats between the two,
he is better.
OBJ does have more yards. With that being said, I'm not sure if injury came into a play with Rice at this time in his career or not. But he does have more yards. So my thing is, with today's NFL style, how penalties are being called on defense and everything, he's going to get those yards, especially if he can stay with a quarterback. As long as Baker can keep progressing, I think he's good.
But he's going into a situation where Landry's the number one.
Yeah.
So are you thinking they're going to dethrone Landry for OBJ?
I think Landry's your slot, your possession receiver, just like an Edelman is. But he's not too.
But Edelman's pulling 100 catches a year.
You're right.
Landry can pull 100 catches a year.
He definitely can. But the big play, if you're going to rely on a bigger play, that explosive play, you're going to rely on the OBJ, not your Landry or your Edelman, right?
I don't think Landry would drop down to the number 2 receiver. I think he will. I think they will put him in slot and have him cutting across the middle and do a whole bunch of stunts. OBJ would definitely be the big ball receiver. I do think that OBJ will dethrone Moss because this NFL is.
Moss?
I'm sorry, will dethrone Rice because this NFL is a lot softer. I don't think he will dethrone Moss in yards per catch because OBJ it just won't happen. He doesn't have that athletic ability. He can't jump and then get a defender off of him.
Yeah.
But he can dethrone Rice. I don't think he will dethrone Rice in touchdowns.
So how long do you think you got to play? So he's at 5,000. We got 22 to go. What's that? 17,000. So he's, I don't know what he's averaging per year. He's 26. He's probably been in the league 5 years.
Yeah.
So 1,000 a year.
How old did Rice play to? Do you know?
42.
42.
I think.
Yeah.
So at least till 40.
Yeah.
40, maybe
Yeah.
41.
OBJ gonna be a superstar in a movie somewhere. He gonna be doing something else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not.
I think he's gonna get bored with football.
I think so too.
He very well could.
And he's talented in everything he does. So
Yeah.
I know he's going to catch Moss just because the setup of today's NFL. I think he's going to dethrone him. He won't dethrone him in touchdowns, and he will not dethrone Moss in yards after catch.
Can I ask you this, Jay? If you don't think OBJ can do it, is there anybody else that you think could do it in the league currently?
In the league currently, that's tough. Like I said, I think we dealing with a different athlete nowadays. Like where you hold out when you're unhappy and stuff. Like it's too much. Like social media, everything is just like so distracting nowadays. I think most careers are going to end at 12 years. Like you're going to get bored. Like we get people just retiring just because of the new data about concussions and what's that thing called, CTE?
CTE.
Yeah. I just think it's a fragile league right now, man. Honestly, I mean, I just don't foresee people sticking around that long. I think they're getting in, getting the money, getting out, and now we have social justice things creeping into the league where, as an African American, you feel like the league doesn't have your back. So it's really about getting, and you realize the business aspect of it, the love of the game might not be there so much. You want to get in, get your piece of the pie, and get out.
Yeah.
I got you.
So,
I 100% agree. If I had to pick, I would say, man, that dude down in the Texans looked great. He can
Nuke.
I hate to admit it because I don't like the Texans, but he can jump out of the stadium and he's strong. And Julio, I mean, you can't deny Julio.
Julio getting out the game too.
Oh yeah, but I
Everybody getting out.
I think that boy down in the Texans, and you know what, I'm gonna give him his respect. Hopkins got it, man. I think Hopkins can.
Regardless, though, I think we can all agree Rice is going to be the GOAT.
Oh, regardless.
If his records get broken or not, right?
Yeah, he could.
I mean, Sal, you think Moss is the GOAT?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, tag Moss in this. Make sure y'all know he the GOAT.
Monster.
So I forever and ever, Jerry will be mine because he played when the league was dirty, and he got receptions over the best football player ever, Deion Sanders. And
Deion Sanders was the defensive back of OBJ. I would say that.
But he also played on the offensive side of the ball too.
Yeah, he did. I'm just saying he was distracted about.
I think
I think he had
the lifestyle,
OBJ personality.
Personality.
I agree. I got you. But when he came to that football, he got on that.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and stick with football, fantasy football.
It's that time.
What, Jay? Well, let's go with Sobe. Sobe, what are your tactics?
Go with me.
And when you picking?
So me, it depends what kind of league we're playing in. If we're doing PPR standard, that kind of sways my tactics. Usually I try to go for a runner, like your workhorse running back first. Now, if we're going to PPR with the style of leagues, it's going like the highest score last year overall in both type of standard leagues was Patrick Mahomes. So
I had him. Go ahead, my bad. I ain't gonna interrupt.
You done?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But so typically I go for the workhorse running back first, then receiver, the stub receiver, and I weigh it in between, stub receiver and another running back. But I like to find a quarterback in the tiers that'll hold their own and have a breakout year, such as I think Carson Wentz, barring that he stays healthy, I think he's gonna have a hell of a year with the addition of D-Jack, Alshon, Ertz, Garrison. They got so many weapons on that line, man.
You better get the backup quarterback.
That's why I said Barney stay healthy. I mean, because there's always quarterbacks that's gonna be out there.
Yeah.
So
Jay, what's you?
So I'm kind of like Sovie. I'm a quarterback first guy. Like I had Patrick Mahomes, but he fell to me though. Actually, Patrick Mahomes fell to me. He was a rookie. No one wanted to chance it. So, or no, he was a second year. Second year. He hadn't played before. But I like quarterbacks first. I feel like you can get a skilled player pretty like second, third, fourth. You can get one of the top skilled guys easily. There's so many skilled guys that contribute to their teams. And like you said, as we mentioned in the previous question, the league has changed. Like running backs are catching more balls than some receivers.
Right.
They lead the team in receiving. So I got to go with a really good running back next, like Alvin Kamara down in New Orleans. Or something like that. Yeah. Somebody that's going to be in the game in crucial points that they don't just snatch out of the game in goal line situations, because I hate that. And then I go for your receivers that get catches, like a Julian Edelman, or somebody that's just consistently getting catches, that's always involved in the game plan. But those are kind of my ideologies when it comes to fantasy football and trying to win.
I'm kind of like Jay. I like quarterbacks first, but I get bitched at when I take a quarterback first round.
That's because you take Andy Dalton or something.
Come on, man. Nobody take no Andy Dalton. Don't you ever disrespect me like that, partner? But I like picking QBs first, but I get bitched at. So I try to pick a skilled player, someone that's going to get me a lot of yards. But I like picking tandems if I can. I don't care who it is. It can be the number 2 receiver and the prime quarterback. But I always try to go for a QB first. If I have the first pick, I'm picking quarterback, and then I'm setting the tone. If I'm like anything lower than a 3, I'm gonna go ahead and get the skilled player first, because that seems like everyone's tactic, which I don't think is cool, but whatever.
Yeah, and then the draft will come back.
Yeah. Sure. So, but that's just me. I always enjoy picking a defense. But last time I picked my defense, it was the Oakland Raiders. I thought they were going to do something last year on defense, and I sucked. I did, because I don't know why. Don't ask me. I thought they were going to at least pick up their line. Once they let Matt go, I thought they were going to start rushing their linebackers. I don't know.
So you do know they picked up Bengals defensive coordinator, right?
I know. That was anyway. I messed up.
Gruden though. So the coordinator just gonna run Gruden defense.
Yeah.
So.
I just thought that they were going to start sending their linebackers last year, and I don't know.
I don't even know if they got playing linebacker, to be honest with
you. That's perfect.
Other than perfect this year.
They got 55
and
Antonio Brown on the same team. How about that?
I don't know. I picked the Oakland Raiders defense. I just believe that they were going to send their linebackers and have their defensive ends and DBs stunt and cover, but it just didn't work. I don't know. I thought that they were going to do like the Tampa Bay defense like they did.
Well, it's a lot to it. I mean, they were very new into a system. Like, it takes time to really understand a system where you're not thinking on the field, where you know how to play it.
Yeah.
Like, you can see the call, and then you don't have to scan the formation. You already know.
Yeah.
Like, even though they're in the NFL, that still takes time
it's a
to
learning
really,
curve.
Sure.
or to say, oh, I got this gap, and be confident and reacting to that gap.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the NFL season is quick turnarounds, and you traveling and you're trying to study. Then you got to do walkthroughs. I think for a coach just coming in and trying to introduce a scheme, you need at least 2 to 3 years before you can be highly functional.
Yeah,
sometimes you don't get that long.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah, you get quick turnaround on coaches just as much. Well,
so what do y'all think?
Yeah, what do y'all think? What are your tactics?
Would you take number 1 this year? Let us know.
Just let us know, because I need some help. I messed up horrible last year in fantasy football. Like I
Don't
just
be in the
said.
same league, G.
Nah. I might sit out this year. I was horrible. I'm like, God damn. Fucking Raiders messed up my whole defensive scheme. Pacquiao Thurman, which
That was a great fight.
it was.
Was.
I'm gonna throw it to Jay. The first question. What were your thoughts? And who? Just let's stick with your thoughts right now. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go into the second question. But what was your thoughts on the Pacquiao Thurman fight?
That's the first fight I've been entertained the whole fight. Like Pacquiao, like I mean, some of his other fights, it might not have been a comparable fighter he was fighting, or the other guy that fights a lot in Vegas, just too quick for him. But this was like the perfect matchup. I was rooting for Thurman from the word jump, but
Gotcha.
Pacquiao was on that man like a rabid dog, throwing punches off his tippy toes. I was like, oh my God, bro. Like, he had a burst of energy that I hadn't seen from him in a while. He was really excited for this fight, you could tell. And Thurman weathered the storm, but I don't think he won. They gave it to the right man, Pacquiao. But I really want to see Thurman win, keep progressing in his career. And shame on you, Pacquiao, for taking that man's perfect record away from him.
He gave that away.
I don't think he gave it away.
I think he did.
So I know we talked about this. We all talked about it beforehand. I wanted Pacquiao to win, but I did think Thurman was going. I thought he was going to win the fight. So that being said, Team Pac-Man, congratulations, Pac. Thurman definitely took him, gave him everything he could. I think I read somewhere where Thurman landed 190 punches on Pac, which is the most by any Pacquiao opponent.
Yeah.
So Thurman definitely gave it his best shot. It's just Pacquiao, like you said, he came out like a rabid Wolverine, man. He was hungry. He wanted it, man.
He wanted it.
He was a 40-year-old Philippine man that wanted that thing. Like, he just got unleashed out the cage. Like, he was hungry for it. Also, with this being said, I think it's going to lead into a possible Floyd and Pac.
That was the next question.
A Floyd and Pac. Just because, you know, they're doing kind of what they did before, hyping the media, saying no, talking trash about each other. So I think this is great publicity for the world of boxing. Yeah. Hopefully it happens.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is going to lead to Floyd and Pac, just because Pac just proved 40-year-old fighters got a lot of juice in the tank.
For sure.
So people going to tune in to see that fight for sure. And I think Floyd is one of the top capitalistic people in America. So he sees money to be made off that. Like, that's going to sell out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because, I mean, people respected Thurman. Like, they knew what he was about. They knew the power he had. And for Pacquiao to win that fight just made him a top contender for a payday.
My thing is that I'm with Shaw. First of all, I wanted Pac to win.
He was Shaw.
Shaw came and picked me up. I'm just like, man, I want Pac to win, but Keith might take it home. But during the fight, once Pac knocked him down, I seen Thurman.
Good point.
I seen it in his eyes that he was just like, okay, I'm in the fight. After the fifth round, when I think it was either the fifth or sixth round, Thurman came out in a blaze of glory, and Pacquiao took everything, and Thurman kept coming at him, and every round from I think it was 6 through 9, whatever Thurman gave Pacquiao gave back Thurman. And after the 9th round, you seen Thurman just like, damn, I can't knock him out.
Yeah.
And after that, I think Thurman was just like, okay, he won. Like Thurman didn't lay down, but essentially he knew.
Yeah, man.
And you just saw it. You saw it in the fight.
Oh, he did almost quit, though.
He did, yeah.
Must have been a mean body shot.
I just want to say this. Thurman got a bad wife. I forget his wife's name.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
I'm not getting into that. What I want to get into.
Just one time. Just one time. You know?
What I am going to get into is this dang on score the judge scored. Now, I couldn't believe it. This is something that threw me for a loop. One judge scored it, and I have it here, 113-114 for Thurman.
I can see that.
How?
I mean, Thurman outscored him in categories like punches, power punches. I think he landed more power punches. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but from that day I recall he landed more power punches.
He landed a higher percentage.
And he landed a higher percentage of his punches. So like statistics, that's how Floyd win his fights. Floyd win his fights off touching you and getting out the way. I'm gonna touch you and get out the way.
But if you were judging the cards, the first round, no matter what, Pacquiao won 10-8.
So it's subjective, right?
No, it's not. That's it. You lose a point by getting knocked down.
Yeah.
And Pacquiao, even without
the first round.
Let's hear me out. The first round, Pacquiao won without the knockdown, 10-9. With the knockdown, 10-8. Right?
Right.
So that's one round.
Right.
Second, third, fourth, and fifth round, it was Pacquiao. So let's just say Pacquiao won all 5 rounds. 6th round, let's give it Thurman. So it's 1-5, right? 7th round, let's give it Thurman, right?
Okay.
So we had 5-2. 8th round, Pacquiao came out. So we at 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
After that, let's just give the rest of them to Thurman, right? Up until the 10th round. 10th round, Pacquiao came out and hit Thurman with that mean body shot.
So
he didn't drop him though, but he landed it.
And we're not even talking about the 7th or 8th round when Pacquiao stunned, and I mean stunned Thurman. But let's just get those to Thurman. Pacquiao should have been up on the tape.
Yeah. I agree. He should have.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy just wanted, create a little drama, maybe.
I guess so. It created it with me, goddamn.
Yeah.
Because there's no way.
He knew you was gonna react like this.
He knew it. He knew somebody was.
I
Cause
know it's a ball head.
I want you to tag him in his post.
I ain't gonna tag him. I'm not. This is the only action you gonna get because you should not judge anything. There's no way. Logically, it doesn't make any sense.
The fight was so good. The referee, that one ref that does all the tactics and faces, like it was like he was invisible. Yeah. That's how good the fight was.
I didn't even notice it.
Nobody even looked at it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I agree.
They ain't thought about that.
All right, so let's go to pop culture if y'all okay with that.
Okay.
ASAP Rocky.
Woo.
So Jay, I showed you the video, so I'm gonna let you marinate on that for a minute.
Okay.
So
ASAP.
What do you think about this ASAP controversy?
Free ASAP. So, do we need to break it down? Or you think they already know what happened?
You can break it down if you want to, brother.
So, ASAP's in jail in Sweden, accused of assault on a couple of individuals, Swedens, that assaulted ASAP first, and in return, ASAP defended himself, then pretty much beat them down pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So the Swedens repaid ASAP by throwing him in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So
the government
did.
Yes.
So right now, as of today, I think it's going on close to a month now.
Mm-hmm. He's
been held in a Sweden jail, and Sweden's jails aren't like the jails over here.
Mm-hmm.
I read an article over there where they make you put like your bed and stuff together.
Yeah.
So I was like, so ASAP is getting, he's getting the Swedish treatment. Yeah.
And just to elaborate on the story, the bodyguard was cleared of all charges, and the 2 gentlemen were also cleared of all charges. ASAP is the only one who has not been cleared.
So they got some personal gain, or some type of political gain.
And that's the kicker. So, and all this happening, so celebrities have reached out, Kanye and Kim, Diddy, Bieber, and also the president's old lady wanted to get Trump involved, and Trump's even tweeted to have free ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just think it's terrible, the Swedish government, the way they're treating him, and not letting this man go. And he always doing self-defense.
Yeah, what goes around comes around. Turn your back on your people. That's where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, you got to stand up for injustice, though. So, it's unfair for me to say that. So, yes, he should be free. Those 2 individuals definitely profiled him and provoked him, and I think they did deserve what was coming to them after, continually poking and prodding someone. You can only take so much so long. But it looks like they did jump the guy.
There was 2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, ASAP could have handled him by himself or something.
The security guard could have handled him.
But shout out to Sweden for having their people back.
Yeah.
But let that man go.
We're not used to seeing that.
Let that man go.
So I'm with the both of you. When I first saw the story, I'm just like, oh man, that's fucked up. Like I it shocked me because I was following someone who posted it. I forgot the celebrity who posted it. And I seen the first outtake, and then a couple hours later, I seen the second, and then I seen the third, the actual fight. Okay. And I was just like, dang, me personally as a man, forget the Marine side, forget the father side, forget all that. As a man, as a solo individual, it wouldn't have took that many times. It wouldn't have took a interpreter. It wouldn't have took nothing. It's, hey, you following me? I feel threatened. You going down. Point blank.
This is true.
So forget all that, So that was my first take, and then I seen the young ladies come in and start to try to de-escalate it. I'm just like, okay, ASAP is a lot better than me because it wouldn't have took that. It would have been like, yo, you following me? What's the deal? Yeah. Like let's go because I'm feel threatened, and they continued saying, we don't want no problems. We don't. You hit my security guard. You broke your thing. He pushed you. He hit you. Whatever. It's over. You shouldn't have escalated it.
Sure.
And then I seen the fight, and I'm just like, well, it wouldn't took that long. And then when he was put in jail, I was like, damn. I'm not saying free ASAP at all.
Yeah.
Because I remember what you said about Ferguson.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know. I didn't know anybody else remember, but I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I was on Instagram, and someone that I respect, Jadena, the brother Jadena, sent out a message saying free ASAP, and then that made me take a look inside of me. If Jadena, who was someone who was pro-black, who was respectable and honorable in every category as a man, if he can look past this and just say free my brother, why can't I?
Exactly. That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah, I was like, man, you turned your back.
I agree, but just because he did you wrong, don't mean you have to do him wrong.
Right.
So.
And that's how once I seen Jadena do it, and that's why I follow these admirable. I can't even say it, man.
Got you.
Because if I followed someone who thought like me, that would make me be better.
Yeah.
And Jadena, I love the brother. I respect him and David Banner. And if them two can say, yo, free ASAP, why can't I?
Yeah, it makes you check your character.
It does.
For sure.
So
free ASAP.
Free ASAP. Free ASAP.
I gotta say it. Free ASAP.
ASAP, that's JAG5YG. You ain't do it.
Come on,
ain't want to do it, bro.
Put a petition there, bro. Free ASAP. I said there.
So let's go. Since we're talking about personal experience,
okay,
and how we want to grow, let's take a step back as men, as fathers, as husbands. What is the best communication tactic you have seen and received, Shaw?
So the best form that I received, and this is kind of going like on the best lines of communications that you should have with your wife when you're out with the fellas, or just out on long business trips or something like that. So the best I've seen, and I give you kudos for this for the day, is when we were down in Vegas, out on for my 30th, and you made it a point. Call your wife, take time out of our vacation, call your wife, FaceTime, do all this and that. And sure enough, as soon as I got home, I got my ass reamed for not doing shit like that, man. Yeah. So I took a step back and thought to myself, like, man, I should have made a better attempt, to contact my wife, be more communicative. Hope I said that right.
Dang, both of y'all.
I know, right?
It's
I know,
late.
right? And just be better at communication with my wife. So I took a step back and realized she was right. Took a page out of your book and we'll start doing that. Taking more time out of my vacation or free time or even in my business hours. Make sure I'm open with it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the big thing is no surprises. Let her know what to expect. And you can kind of, set that precedent. Like if you come back or something pop up on social media, you in the wrong. You definitely in the wrong. So just no surprises.
Right.
Stay in the control of yourself. And some of us in the past maybe get liquored up too much and do crazy things. So I mean, that's not a way to keep your marriage going. Just make sure that there is no surprises and like you were saying, if you call your wife at a certain time every day, make some time to make her feel special. Thank her for taking care of the kids. That's a tough job, boy. Ooh, kudos to y'all moms, boy.
I think the best advice I received was probably from my daughter. And as y'all know, me and my old lady, we have not seen eye to eye for years. However, my daughter, she makes sure that I see the other side of the coin because sometimes I'm not there to see it, and sometimes I don't even want to see it. So when my daughter sits me down and she talks to me, my daughter, she's 8, but she's 22 years old.
Yeah.
Like y'all know Fat. She is well
Smart
developed.
girl.
Absolutely.
And she'll talk to me and she'll hint at something that Sarah has said, and I'm just like, okay, I didn't see it that way. Or I would see it even before it happens because I'm just like, what if a man treated my daughter like this?
Yeah.
So that's why I try to go out of my way. And like you said, no surprises. I learned that early on. My old lady can accept anything as long as I tell her first. She can accept anything. She can deal with anything. We have that foundation where it's just like, okay, this is us. So long as I don't surprise her and someone doesn't surprise her with the information, we golden. We can go through anything. So that's the best advice and communication tactic that I've received. So hey, you're a new father.
Yes.
Congrats, brother.
Thank y'all.
You're a new father. What's some advice that you have received that you take to the bank every day?
People always give me advice, but I think what I'm experiencing is you don't have to be scared and enjoy it. Like, it's a big change. I was scared as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. I never really held a baby. I never really, I really didn't know how to give love coming up in the situations I came up in. I didn't really understand how to receive love, but from a child, it's so pure. Like, it's crazy. Like, to see somebody wake up every day with a smile on their face and just so excited, like you walk through the door, perk up, and just be ready to play and so happy and ready to love on you. It's like something I never experienced before in this life, and it's amazing. So I would say to myself, just don't be scared, embrace the moments, be present, don't put work before your kid, and just be there.
Enjoy your time with your kids. It goes fast. It don't seem like it at the time, but it goes fast. Be patient. Know that there are gonna be hard times.
Yeah.
There's gonna be times when you don't know why they're crying. There's gonna be times when you're gonna be tired. There's gonna be times when your old lady tired. Y'all gonna go at it. Just be patient. Just remember these times are gonna fly by. These are gonna be, that they're gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. And just know that you are the one that is helping to mold this child, mold your child. And to me, that's one of the best. Being a father is the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah,
hands down, period.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change a single thing. Like you said, Jay, everybody tries to give you advice every day, but I think it's one of those things, like you said, you just have to learn
on the job.
You just have to learn. I don't think you can ever be ready to be a parent.
Yeah.
It's just something that you learn and you adapt to
Right.
as you go.
I 100% agree. So with me, it's different. I grew up in a family where it was sternness. It was
Military style.
and it was do as I say, not as I do. And I did not agree with that culture. So the advice that I received, well, I wouldn't even say it is advice. It's just tactics. Is understanding the quality of family. Family isn't yelling at you. Family isn't organization and all this other stuff. Family is love. Now, with that, you have to understand the difference between disciplinary love and nurturing love.
Sure.
I am kind of in the middle, but I can definitely switch disciplinary love more so than nurturing love. I love my kids. For the first 2 years, I didn't go anywhere without Fat. Everywhere I went was with Fat. And she remembers that. Now, I don't consider that nurturing love. I think that's just being a father. Nurturing love is no matter what, I'm here for you, I'm doing for you, I'm going to spoil you, I'm the disciplinary love, and I'm a father. I will be with my daughter, I will be with my son no matter what. But I'm also here to discipline you. And when I'm disciplining you, I'm going to tell you what it is, why I'm disciplining you, so you understand. And next time you can think. So if I were to give advice to myself, I would say understanding that you have to be the nurturer as well. And that's something that I have a problem with just because of my background.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I'm bad at it. It's just hard for me to turn it on. I can't sit down and hold my daughter often because that's unnatural to me. I will play with you, but I'm not going to sit here and cuddle with you and watch a movie. I want to get to that space, and I'm growing as a father and I'm growing as a man. So I understand that that's what I need to do.
Yeah, that's the first step.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Knowing that you need to grow and make it happen.
For sure. I'm learning. Matter of fact, I sat down and rubbed Sage back for 30 minutes while we were watching Family Feud. So
Yeah,
my back.
I'm learning. It's a tactic that I'm not used to, but I know raising a daughter is just
it's crazy.
It's crazy, man. If
my daughter's only
man, listen, when a man raises a daughter and teaches her how to be a woman the best way that she can, it will shed a light on who
Can we
you are.
bad boys hurt their first boyfriend?
Absolutely. You got better. Y'all better.
I don't have to. I got Cam. Cam ain't letting.
I'm just saying, all of us better.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But I think me personally is gonna be the Den of Thieves.
No, I want to do whatever. I'm gonna need help with my daughter, man. I'm gonna need help with my daughter, bro.
Yeah, you are. And I'm gonna need help with mine, but I think Cam gonna take care of Fat. Cam, he don't let nobody near his sister.
Hopefully my next one a boy.
Yeah, you don't want.
You hear that, man?
You don't want a girl, brother.
We making a boy.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how to make it happen, but I mean, Fat, and I'm gonna say it like this: Fat raised me to the man I am today. There's no question because
that's awesome, bro.
I mean, y'all know who I am and who I was. I'm different now, but
I mean, we all were different people, but we grow.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of life. You grow, you live, and you learn.
For sure. Jay, let's go to something special about you.
Your special guest, man.
Your speciality.
Oh, okay.
I need to find out some more about Jay, man.
So, you played in high school. You played in collegiate as well. So, what do you miss most about playing high school and collegiate?
High school was high school football. It was just fun every day. The business wasn't there. Like, you could lose every game and the coach would still be smiling in your face the next year. So most of the time, and those guys are out there doing it for the love of the game too. They're not getting paid much, so it's more so about fun, free love, and unless you're at like a Elder St. X or somewhere that they put an emphasis on winning more than the public schools, I would say. So, I mean, I was having fun with the fellas. I would cut up in school, cut up on the practice field, make jokes about people less talented, and that was pretty much it. college, you were in for the shock of your life, bro. I still remember being on my hands and knees, because in training camp, they try to make you quit. They want to weed out the weak people. So I was right there, bro. I was almost one of them weak people to say, get me back to Cincinnati, bro. I'm ready to go. And like they were just running us back and forth, and when you running like that, you feel like this don't have anything to do with football. I've been playing football since I was 5, and you got me out here running. I'm cramping. It's people passing out. Like, bro, what are we doing, man? And then it go on and on like that for 2 weeks. And as a freshman, you're like, oh my God, bro, what are they doing? So definitely for college, what I would miss about it is just learning the game better. Since it was such a business, they really broke down the aspects of the game. I could see the field, like you could put a formation in front of me and I could tell you what play they were running. That's how advanced my game became, just because we drilled it and practiced it every day, and you know what, and you get to recognize who's in the game. You know what plays are coming because, oh, this is their scat running back, this is their power running back, or they lined up in like a 3-by-1 formation and the running back is on this side of the quarterback. It's a lot of stuff that you just
come naturally.
Yeah, it just come naturally now. And the way like you start to read stances and stuff like that, that's the part that I really miss, is like the perfecting your craft. Like, I love football, was my first love, so being able to really understand the game of football was amazing to me at the collegiate level. And high school, like I said, I was just talented. I just could go out there, catch a football, and run faster than the next guy. But in college, it was totally different.
Tactic.
Yeah.
Ooh, touchdown, Agbomi.
Oh, Mike Brown. Yeah, Mike Brown did that.
I owe you one still, G.
In your opinion, do you think collegiate athletes should be getting paid?
I do, but there's a caveat to that. Collegiate athletes that are exploited, like the big D1 programs, those athletes are exploited. They have jerseys on sale. It might not have my name on the back, but you only buying the number 2 jersey because
I wear it.
Yeah. So I think they are exploited. They get like little stipends to hold you over, but the true problem is, like, they get into a lot of trouble. They try to, it's college athletes that try to sell drugs and stuff like that, because they're not trying to support themselves. They're trying to support their family, and you have to recognize where you're pulling these athletes from. Like, you're pulling this guy out of his mama's house, and she may be a single mom, and she's trying to work 3 jobs, make ends meet, barely got food on the table for the other kids, and like, going away to college, you don't forget that part of your life. You still want to, send money back, and you got to live, and the cost of living is higher where you at, because most of the times you in a city or somewhere. So I think those athletes that are exploited deserve to get paid something. And you got these guys working 14-hour days. Like, you get up at 5 and don't go to bed till 10 o'clock. So, and your whole day is planned, and yeah, man, they definitely deserve a cut of something. Just if it's you get the scholarship plus $100,000, I mean, they can do that at the big time programs. Okay, you're a 5-star athlete, and it could be based off the stars. If you're a 5-star athlete, you get $100,000 over your course of your time here. And
they're making money off your jersey too. Yeah. If they sell it, like, you should get some cut of it.
Exactly. So,
I'm going to ask you a personal question, and I don't know if we differ in this, but what do you think about top-ranked players going to HBCUs?
I would love to see that. It's just, you can get recruited anywhere. If you are that talented, you can play anywhere and get recruited. I would love to see that, but does the HBCU have what it takes to support you?
Yeah.
It's the problem. Like, these major schools, the money allows them to, you know, hire strength coaches and hire nutritionists. HBCU, unless they can get TV contracts or something like that to get the money funneled to them, it just doesn't make sense.
Cool. That was just a question for me. So since you are a car salesman and probably one of the best in it,
he is.
What
my car, first car from G.
Yeah.
What are some car buying tips that you could offer the people who are watching?
So, for the masses, it's just really understanding how credit works and how, you know, buying a car works. The dealerships provide financing for you when you walk through the door, and when you come in, you might just be so excited about a car, but not understanding how to, you know, get your best interest rates. And the internet has changed a lot of this. So most people spend a lot of time researching what to do.
Sure.
Kind of like DIY. If you YouTube it, they
Mm-hmm.
DIY how to buy a car. So the internet has, you know, exposed a lot of this. But I would say just know what you want. Don't feel scared. Like, the car salespeople are not trying to, you know, mess you over or anything like that. Don't feel scared. Go in, get the information you need, and we try to make it. I know I do personally. I try to make it enjoyable for you, show you the ropes in case you did do business with us, and you're gonna buy a car. So come see me if you need to. JAG on JAG05 on the IG. I'll leave y'all my business card too. So y'all can check that out.
So what are some drawbacks of being a salesman?
Time. So I'm currently with Mercedes now, and my schedule has relaxed a little bit. But when I was with the mainstream companies like Chevrolet, you working bell to bell almost every day. Even though you get off days, in the world of sales, there's no such thing. People pop in, they call you. It's kind of like doctor on call. They call you, you have to go to work if you want to earn money. So with us being commissioned salespeople, you definitely want to get there, make the sale. That's how you know, earn your living and earn your lifestyle. So I would say time is a drawback to sales.
How has this career as being a salesman, a car salesman in particular, changed your life?
It's definitely changed my life, man. I graduated college, couldn't get a job in my field. I was working 3 jobs and trying to sleep in my truck between breaks, and I was just so tired and just didn't feel like I was getting ahead. I was making like $15K here at this job, $15K at another job. And you trying to piece all these jobs together. I'm losing money at the 3rd job, but I just wanted it to be on my resume. So you trying to piece all these things together and make a living. And the car sales business changed my life. I walked in apprehensive, scared, honestly, just because the stigma of a car salesman, and I didn't really want to have that stigma, you know, labeled up on me. So, but it's changed my life economically. It's also allowed me to pay back my student loans. Shout out Sally Mae. Come get this money. Yeah. They ain't got to call me no more. They just get a check every month. So it's definitely changed my life and allowed me to achieve some things economically that I was not achieving prior. And you just got to put in the work and make it happen.
Cool.
Nice.
So shameless plug time.
Yeah, y'all gonna see my business card. I'm gonna give it to these guys here so they can put it at the end of this video. And if you need a Mercedes Benz or your child needs a car, their first car, we got some really nice cars. A lot of the cars that we get at Mercedes traded in, they've been garage kept, always maintained, and that's the beauty about the cars that we get traded in.
Cool. So, new segment. Sophie, you want to introduce it?
Yes, sir. So, new segment we have for you.
Wait.
What?
Do you want to do this one or you want to do Hall Pass?
We end up with the Hall Pass. I like to end it with the Hall Pass.
Okay.
Baby.
So,
I don't know what I'm gonna say for hall pass yet. I might not say nut.
I'm gonna tag her in it to keep that up. But the new segment, we're gonna call it "What You Looking At." So, the significance behind this is to find out between the three of us. We didn't research this. We don't know what each other's gonna say.
Surprise.
So this is just freestyle for us. So, with that being said, Jamar, let's go with you first. Let's go with you first. You throw it to us first.
Man.
So,
what's catching your attention? What you looking at?
All right. So what I'm looking at right now is Legion M. Legion M is a customer-based entertainment film production. So they listen to their fans about what they want to see.
Yeah.
They had this big booth at Comic-Con, and I just want to see it. I want to go to Comic-Con so bad in San Diego. And when I experienced what they had on video, they bring things to life that the consumers want to see. And that's totally different from Paramount. It's totally different from Fox. So Legion M is what I'm looking at. I don't know if y'all saw it. I'm a big nerd. I love stuff like that. So Legion M, y'all be on the lookout. They have a lot of videos, a lot of different things. They work with Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob. He's on board with them. I'm excited, so excited to see what they do. Hopefully they don't go to a member-based thing like Netflix and Disney and all that stuff, because I don't like that shit. But that would be something I probably would get into if they did do a member-based.
Legion M?
Legion M.
Okay.
Yep. Who next over you? This is your subject. Who next?
Of course, I'm going to throw it to Jay. I'm going to go last.
Dang, why you got to throw it on me? All the pressure on my back. But the times we live in right now, it's a lot of tension between races in America. And a lot of the credit has been given to President Trump. But I want to kind of change the narrative a little bit. Most change comes from the people. So you need to look within yourself and try to inspire that change to happen. Like, progression came from the people. Like, there were sit-ins. What was it? The North Carolina 4 or the Greensboro 4?
Yeah, I got you.
The Arkansas 9 or Little Rock 9. So these, and the Million Man March, these things happen and inspired change because of the people. So we need to reevaluate putting all the power in the political figures' hands. If you want to see change, get out, talk to your neighbor, talk to somebody, educate yourself on someone that you're not familiar with. You spent most of your life growing up with someone that looks like you and thinks like you, and you get information about the other person off the internet or television.
And it's all based on somebody you think like.
So you want to get out and just understand somebody different. And I think that's one of the beauties that the car business gives me. I see people from all walks of life, get to experience them, get to shake their hand. People with tattoos all over their face buy cars. People that are part of the LGBT community. I hope I said that correctly. LGBTQ community buy cars as well. So it's a lot of people that do not look like me, have different thoughts than I do, that I get to experience. So get out and experience these people, and you'll see that the world is not that bad. And that's all I gotta say.
So what you looking at?
Alright, so y'all know I am a huge Bengals fan. So that's a hard, it's a hard burden to carry. You know, it's home. I'm a hometown.
You want some
hometown? Maybe afterwards. I might need this when I tell y'all. So it caught my attention this morning. I actually reached out.
You a Patriots fan?
Huh? Yeah, no. So I actually reached out to one of my sports gurus on ESPN 1530 to talk to him about it. The desperation that the Bengals had to have to bring this guy back for not the second, not the third, but for the fourth time to try to fix or try to help the offensive line is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Fool me once, shame on you.
Fooling you for 17 years.
Oh my God! I mean, right, but that's me as a fan. But I mean, as an organization, Andre Smith is the guy I'm talking about.
Okay.
They bring him back for a fourth stunt.
Marvin Lewis was here. How long?
Marvin Lewis is gone. This is supposed to be a new era. A new day is the new slogan, right?
Okay. They
It's the
spelled day
same.
wrong.
Man.
It's like, no, I love y'all Bengals.
Nah.
Y'all come to the dealership, man.
ASAP is JAG5, remember?
He said,
Man. But they signed this man back for a fourth stint when there's free agents out there such as Donald Penn, former Pro Bowl.
that's the
He's
dude from
contract.
Green Bay, right?
No. He used to play for Oakland, right?
Yes, he played for Oakland, yes.
But he about 40. But 40-year-olds doing their thing, apparently.
Look at Andrew Whitworth with the Rams, man. We lost him.
Pacquiao.
I can't believe we got rid of
I
Rick
mean,
Ortiz,
even
man.
just a new change, why couldn't we get Michael Orr? Something
Nah,
different.
Or when.
Something different.
The
Oh, when
Bengals
it came
fans would have ate him up so quick.
I'm just saying,
Y'all
it's-
cutthroat,
try
bro.
something different. If it's supposed to be a new day, new era,
Y'all ran Carson Palmer out here. It's like, nah, I ain't gonna go there. I'm sorry.
Hall Pass. So you want to introduce Hall Pass again?
y'all gonna hurt my feelings. But this gonna brighten my day. We got the Hall Pass segment.
I'm
Jay,
going last.
Jay, nah,
you
dog.
guess. You guess. You gotta go first.
You gonna spell this right? HALLJ Ag Pass.
Okay.
So what is the?
So what's the
your Hall
concept
Pass?
again?
So the concept is that you have consent for your significant other.
You hear this?
I have her number on my phone.
You got
So-
my wife number?
Of course I do.
Okay.
But you have consent from your significant other to have relations with another person.
Okay.
So with that being said, Jay, who is your Hall Pass?
So, reluctantly, I'm going to give you one.
Reluctant.
They forced me, honey. But, Mackenzie Bezos.
Forced you as you holding the beer in your hand, huh?
Who's Mackenzie Bezos? I'm not here.
Uh,
Hit me to her.
Amazon, you heard of that company?
Yeah.
The husband cheated.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she got
Okay.
30-something billion
The old lady. Yeah,
in the
yeah.
bank. I'm going to need that spousal support. I'm going to need it.
What she look like? I mean,
She's
alright?
slick. She's
Yeah.
alright-ish. Well,
Alright.
she great.
So I
Let me get my
recall.
phone ready.
I recall. Yeah.
Mackenzie Bezos.
Mackenzie Bales. All right. Jamar, what about you?
All right. So you know me. I got to go against the grain like always. And mine is a 2-for-1.
2 for 1.
2-for-1. I'm
You
going
got
with the.
Najee Twice in here
I'm
for the
going-
Hall Pass?
I'm going with the Double Dose Twins.
Double dose. I never heard that.
Oh my goodness! I will tag them in this video.
Are they IG people?
Yes.
Oh.
Double Dose Twins?
Double Dose.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I gotta say. I won. I don't care who
So-
you got.
You won.
I mean, you got 2 though, but
You can buy your double
Oh
dose.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
so mine, she just caught my attention because she just celebrated. She just turned 50. Still got it to me.
50.
Just turned 50.
Okay.
J-Lo.
She did have a good birthday.
Mm-hmm. She can buy both of y'all.
No,
Now
she
what?
can't.
No,
No,
not
she
if
can't.
I got
She got-
Mackenzie Bezos. She
She
can't
got
buy
the,
me.
she
can't
got
buy
her money. She got A-Rod money. She got all the exes money. She got it.
She's still in the 100 millions. We in the billions.
Mm.
Yeah, look at you. Can't
Hey.
say nothing.
Hey, Ag spouse, he vouching for this other lady. I'm just saying.
She gonna get the check too. We both getting the check.
Please join us next time on Mix It Up. Please make sure you give us who won on Hall Pass.
Yeah, that's what it's
If we
about.
talking
getting
about
married.
if we talking about money, J Ag won. If we
Ching,
talking about
ching,
badness,
ching.
Jamar Lee won, like I always do.
Yeah, he went with some used products.
Hey, mine is a proven product.
you
It's a proven product.
I don't know, bro.
Please,
It's still out there, 50 and running.
Yeah.
Make sure that you like us, follow us, and subscribe to us on every social media outlet at Mix It Up 513. I am Jamar Lee alongside Sovi and our special guest J Ag, which is
Also-
J Ag at 5.
05.
05.
JAYAG05 on Instagram.
Toby.
Also, feel free to send us any topics that you'd like us to discuss at our email at 513mixitup@gmail.com.
Correct. Please. Thank you so much. We love you. We respect you. We will see you next week. Again, make sure you comment. You talk shit.
Subscribe.
Follow. Just love on us as much as we love you. Peace.